What do you think about earnings season so far? I mean, it's striking to me that if you took out the Magnificent Seven, the last 6 quarters have seen contractions in earnings, really an earnings recession. Now we're expecting that to broaden out and turn around. Is that coming to fruition?
It is a little bit, and I think that's what's very encouraging about this market. The fact that we are, especially this earnings season, seeing earnings growth come from the other sectors. We're seeing that in healthcare, we're seeing that a little bit in financials. And I think all of that is a really good sign for the broader markets that it's not just coming from the same 5 or 7 stocks. I'll also say that under the surface, we are seeing a little bit of concern around consumers. Obviously, that's coming up a lot, and I think that'll be something that we discuss a lot more around the health of the consumer. And we're seeing that in some of the earnings transcripts around especially the bottom quintile or the bottom percentile of the income spectrum is beginning to show a little bit of weakness. Again, where that can go will determine how some of these companies do, but which is why I think focusing on profitability and focusing on companies with strong balance sheets and strong profit margins is going to remain really important.
I need to also give you a bit of a, let's call it a victory lap here, for a very smart call you made about 2 weeks ago. At the beginning of July, you saw this tremendous rally in small and mid-cap stocks, and you look now, that entire rally has been wiped out. You were skeptical about this from the beginning. What is the big cautionary tale here?
Yeah, so the reason that small caps did as well as they did was right after that July CPI print. Markets were pricing in cuts, and that was what was one of the biggest catalysts. And we felt that, of course, you needed to see those real rates move lower, but at the same time, you also needed to expect earnings growth to come forward. You needed to see that, which we weren't seeing. More importantly, I think we needed to recognize that small caps will only work in a period where interest rates are going down, but growth is remaining steady or moving higher. As we have since learned, again, no recession, but growth certainly isn't moving higher. So what has been more interesting to me is the move away from cyclicals to defensives, that especially as we go into the next couple of months into election season, I think there will be more investors that are gravitating towards some defense. Buffered strategies are a great way to play that. You can remain in the markets and protect your downside. Minimum volatility strategies is another way, and then utilities is a great way for investors that are looking for a little bit of defensiveness.